Laws. They're the way in which our society functions. They tell us how fast we can go on the road. They tell us whether or not we can enter a restaurant, wearing clothes and whatnot. However, how does a law become a law? Is it just made up automatically through Congress, or does the president get to make it? Well, the manner in which a law is created is very complex and simplistic at the same time. A law starts out as an idea that the public has. So, say that you live in a town and there's no speed limit and people are just zooming through town doing whatever they want. The people of the town can get together and call up their local congressman or congresswoman and ask them to create a bill. A bill, as shown in the Schoolhouse Rock song, is created through many means. So, how this works, and as the song states, the people of the town come up with this idea. They call up their local congressman. The congressman drafts up a bill, and it goes to committee. Varying on what the issue is, it varies on what committee it will go to. If it's about transportation, it goes to the Committee on Transportation. If it has to do with school zoning laws, goes to a zoning committee. So what happens is the committee drafts the bill, and then the bill will go to the House of Representatives. There, the House of Representatives can add amendments to the bill, they can take out parts of the bill, they can completely rewrite the bill if they want to. The bill will then be voted on by the House of Representatives. If the House votes yes on the bill, it will then go to the Senate. The Senate will then vote on the bill, and if the Senate votes in favor of the bill, it will go to the president or governor or whichever person is in charge of the executive branch. However, that does not make it a law at that point. Still, it can go back to Congress and will go to the House, and if the House votes yes again by a 2/3 majority, the bill will then go to the Senate again. And once it goes to the Senate must also vote yes with a 2/3 majority, in which it will override what is called a veto. The veto is part of the checks and balances of the government. If the Congress votes entirely yes on a bill, but the governor or president doesn't agree with it, he or she can veto the bill, and it will, as previously stated, go back and they will vote on it again. Now, laws are not permanent. They don't stay forever. Certain laws can be overruled, they can be repealed, they can be revoked. And there is also a third, less commonly used method for which laws can be created. They're called referendums. The most important one is with the current situation with the European Union, with Britain with the Brexit. It was a referendum for the UK to pull out of the EU. So it's essentially, in theory, a law that is created by a direct vote rather than a vote by the representatives of each area. So referendums are typically very rare, at least in America. In other countries, they happen quite a bit. This, however, doesn't mean it's never happened in America. Currently, in New York State, there is going to be a vote on whether or not they should hold another constitutional convention for New York. And this vote is in the form of a referendum. It will go to the people, and the people will vote yes or no on the law. And if they vote yes, then a new constitutional convention will be held. This convention can amend the Constitution, could completely rewrite the Constitution, or could entirely change everything it wants about it. They could make it so that it's entirely legal for elected officials to accept bribes if they wanted to. However, if this referendum fails, then it will not pass, obviously. Laws are very important, and if we didn't have laws, then we wouldn't have a society to function in, and we would run out of it. The process is something that is very rarely explained to children because it seems too complex to explain. Oh, it goes from here to here to here to here. However, the process is actually quite simple. The people have an idea, the idea goes to their congressman, this congressman will then present it to a committee, the committee to Congress, Congress to the president.